So we are back with another one, y'all. So this is about the content creators Kenny and Clue, or c.luuuu, or Cierra. Okay, she's a very funny content creator. Not too long ago, she popped out on the scene with Kenny. Okay, as y'all saw in the videos, they are funny. They, were a great duo. Okay, she showed Kenny a lot of love, at least in the public eye, and I truly believe she did right by Kenny. Um, all right, but this duo has apparently broke up. As of right now, there will not be any more Kenny and Cierra. Not because Kenny specifically did anything to Cierra. Um, from my investigation, it looks like Kenny's mother right here. Okay, not saying the mother's wrong, but it looks like Kenny's mother right here and another family member or other family members of Kenny had a problem. They felt like Cierra was exploiting Kenny. All right, Kenny, I believe from my investigation, he has some mental health issues, which his mother has posted a lot of videos with him in the past. Not a lot, but she's posted him on her page prior to him being viral with Cierra, and she would have hashtags about mental health. Okay, I'm not sure if Kenny has ever had a drug issue. I believe mental health and drug issue compared together. You know what I'm saying? So Kenny does need good people around him. Okay, so the mother is coming out. She's more so saying that she's doing it out of protectiveness. She feels like Cierra is using Kenny, but I like them as a duo, and I saw them as a duo, and I remember Cierra coming forward at one point in time saying that she was giving Kenny like $100 to $200 per video, okay, and she was making videos with Kenny. I would say multiple times throughout the week. All right. So she even showed love to the mother. If you can see this video right here, she would use her own platform to help bring awareness to some of Kenny's issues. All right, but anywho, long story short, Cierra, I think they called her one day, and she somehow got some of the recording on the phone, and she played it, and they were talking to her crazy. Okay, y'all know how families can get, especially black families, if you know anything about families. So it was a lot of drama. Cierra was like, "Yo, I don't need this. I got my own platform. I work with a lot of people. Kenny had a special place in my heart, but I'm going to let this go because it's bringing unnecessary drama into my life." Because they were basically trying to say that they felt like, I think she have like maybe close to 1 million, or she have a lot of followers, and I feel like, I don't think they're super tech savvy, so I think they're looking at the number of followers and they're thinking that Cierra just has billions of dollars. I don't think she's broke. I don't think she's hurting or anything, but I don't think their expectations were probably realistic. They thought Kenny was being used. But I feel like also, if Kenny does have a drug issue, I feel like your beef should more so be with who's supplying him drugs, not who's giving him a platform, brightening his smile, brightening his eye. That's the real people taking advantage of Kenny if he's out on the streets or doing things in environments that's giving him drugs. That's who you should be mad at, not, someone who brought him into their light and helped his light show as well. So a lot of people, are kind of Team Sierra here, but I will say, um, I don't know what to say. So anywho, this video was released yesterday. We have not seen Kenny and Sierra for a while, and I think they had like two breakups though, because we, like the people, myself included, we were like, no, we really like you and Kenny. And I think after that first incident, when they were bringing drama to her on the phone, Sierra tried to work with Kenny again, but the drama just increased. Like, as far as his family, they were constantly saying she was using him. She's, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, honestly, they just had unrealistic expectations. I think they were looking at her numbers of followers and thinking, she should be giving him $10,000 a month or something. And if, like, even if she was doing $100 a video and they're doing multiple videos a week, that's a good little income. And she was working with him consistently, and she was getting him P.O. boxes, gifts were being sent to him. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, they are, at least the mom. We're gonna get to these two later, because she just made a live and she made a video. So it's a lot. I'm trying to catch y'all up in a quick amount of time. So Kenny's mother, okay, anywho, Cierra, she tried to work with Kenny again, but it just fell apart. It was still more drama. So Sierra was like, look, I love Kenny, but it's no more me and Kenny. She was like, don't bring my name up in the mix, etc., etc. So, mind you, they're not together anymore. So, Kenny supposedly has mental health issues. I'm not sure exactly what, but he's basically, so they say, not competent enough to fully handle social media himself. I don't feel that way. I feel like he's a grown ass person. I feel like if you sit him down, and I don't know though, I don't know his full mental capability, but I feel like he can learn. Sometimes people with mental issues like autism and stuff, sometimes they're actually amazing on the phone. So I feel like his family might be using that as a crutch to be controlling. He's old enough now. We've seen enough of him now. If he don't know how to use social media, sit him down and teach him how to use it. But anywho, his mother is now taking over his social media. I will be honest, I looked all through the mother's page. She was never posting Kenny a lot before. She would post him every now and then. I would say per 100 pictures, per 100 videos of her other family members, you would see Kenny sprinkled throughout there. But she's now basically tried to take over, kind of like what we saw Sierra and Kenny doing. She's making videos of Kenny dancing, having fun. I will say from past videos that I saw on the mom's page, Kenny seems like he's always been Kenny. But he does seem like he's been happier, had a little more fun with Sierra. So, anywho, fast forward, Sierra and Kenny have been broken up for weeks now. All right? Doesn't look like they're getting back together no time soon due to the family drama, due to the people giving allegations saying that she's using Kenny. So she's been making more content with her boyfriend and her other friends and family. She's a friendly person, you can tell. Okay? So recently there was a LGBTQ party that this person here hosted. Okay? She is actually like many of us. She was a fan of Kenny and Clue together. She reached out to Kenny separately and asked would he like to host a LGBTQ event, and she reached out to Sierra. I feel like maybe her hopes was to hopefully get them back together. But anywho, she basically, it turns out she was not able to get a hold of c.luuuu, but she got a hold of her boyfriend. Supposedly her boyfriend said it's no more Kenny, it's no more Sierra and Kenny. Supposedly he may have said it with like a little stankness in his tone. Who knows? We weren't there. Okay, and I guess that kind of came out. This is also a hairstylist who recently did Kenny's hair right there. His hair is very, very cute, right? She did his hair. But supposedly somehow during their celebration, people in the comments, for the first while of Kenny re-entering the internet, he's gonna always be compared to Sierra because that's how we met Kenny. So it's gonna always be a little bit of that until Kenny builds his own momentum. But basically, these two kind of got into a little back and forth. Not really directly, but like they both wanted to clear their name. She was like, look, I just wanted to see Kenny smile again. I was hosting an LGBTQ event. I'm a fan of both of y'all. I would have loved for both of y'all to come. Um, I'm not sure about all the comments, but supposedly there was some type of shade maybe between these two. But my thoughts, I feel like these are people who were fans of both Kenny and Clue. And, but the gag is people are saying everybody around Kenny are the ones using him, which is actually what they thought Sierra was doing. I don't know. I don't know people's intentions. People have a lot of hidden agenda out here in the world. But yeah, so yeah, she's come forward. She's like, look, I wasn't being shady. I was having an LGBTQ event. I fuck with Kenny. I fuck with Clue. I'm a fan. I like the duo. It would have been nice to see y'all together. She's a hairstylist. Hairstylists are always eager to get their work, their talent out. She knows Kenny has a platform. She was honored and happy to do Kenny's hair. Okay, that's all I see there. But the biggest issue, more than anything, sounds like it's coming from Kenny's mother and maybe a aunt and family who were giving strong accusations that Clue was not paying Kenny enough, not doing enough for Kenny. And as you can see from just these two pictures alone, she's getting gifts for him at a P.O. box. She's making GoFundMe's to save his house. So what do y'all think? Is this a case of family blocking your blessings? Or do y'all think she was really manipulating Kenny? Or not paying him enough.
Just let tight on nobody turn the bitch loose. Knock it out the park, please swing your babe proof. Just let tight on nobody turn the bitch loose. Knock it out the park, please swing your babe proof. Just let tight on nobody swing your babe proof.
Which my boyfriend, they called him and was asking, am I still gonna come? And I said, no, I'm not coming. Because I don't like somebody they be with. Once again.
Instead of posting shit about him and Cierra, that shit over. Y'all done used my boy enough. And I'm letting you bitch niggas stole. Instead of posting shit about him and Cierra, that shit over. Y'all done used my boy enough.
He got his starter up TikTok. Let him know, Kiki.
Yes, this is the on the beat called it's called on the beat on the beat TikTok. It's called on the beat exercise method TikTok. So we're gonna do on the beat today. It's on the beat TikTok.
1, 2, 3.
TikTok.
Okay, so Kiki.
Never be wrong. I knew it was something about them girls who did Kenny up. I knew it. They was in the comments going live saying I don't genuinely love Kenny. But this is what happened, y'all. They asked
Zaboo.
Zaboo from Tampa.
Wait, who is Zaboo? Who is Zaboo?
Who is Zaboo? Come on, Zaboo.
Oh, that's Zaboo from where?
Where's she from?
Oh, look at my baby. I deserve mistreated sometimes. What y'all say about that?